Tade Kash. Tade Kash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. Is the co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden assets that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He is the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He is the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Kash.
Hey, wonderful Sunday. How you there? Wow, good to have you today again. My name is Tade Kash, and this is Sunday Cash Flow Service. This Sunday Cash Flow Service is being watched from different parts of the world, in Europe, in Asia, in America. Guess what happened? And right here on the continent of Africa, we are right in Lagos, Nigeria, and it's awesome to bring you another edition. I think this is our 19th edition. I'm so correct. Wow! This is our 19th edition of the Sunday Cash Flow Service. And today promises to be another amazing experience for you. I need you to listen and listen very well. This is something that you need to archive, and this is something that you can use to grow your fortune. It's a tool that you can use to change your life. One of the things that God gives to human that can help us to find our way upon the earth is called land. And land simply means fortune under your feet. And as a lot of people never know how to take advantage of this fortune under their feet. Some people, you must have heard of people that say things to you that, oh, my uncle bought a land at a particular time and X and Y, he made money from it. Or you might have heard things like, wow, I wish I bought the land. By the way, Lady was one of our estates yesterday, Amani Island, and she was telling one of our teams and said she bought a land somewhere the other time, and she regretted because she wished she could buy more. And why is she regretting? What happened to her at the time? She said even when she was buying the land at the first time, she thought, wow, maybe I'm just doing the seller a favor. But right now, based on what the place has come to, she's literally regretting not having to buy more. And so life is a game of regret minimization. All right. So life is a game of regret minimization. Ability to minimize your regret is what determines how you can optimize your living. And so if your life is full of regret, lives cannot be full of excitement. So how can you go around your life not saying, I wish I did, I wish I bought more, I wish I buy that land, I wish I owned that land, I wish I acquired that land, I wish I bought this, stuff and stuff. And so that is being the experience of so many people. So today, I want to share some things with you that I believe will help you to create a future. Now, let me tell you something. Land can make you money. What I mean, land can make you money. Land can make you rich. Land can make you a lot of fortune. But this is a lot of people. And there are many people in our society today that will tell you, you need to buy this land, you need to buy that land. But the truth of the matter is, I want to start by telling you today, the first thing I want to share with you today, that lands are not created equal. All right? Land are not created equal. In as much as we're not producing more lands, all over the world, lands are the same, but land are not created equal. And there are things that separate lands, and that's what you need to know. And the moment you can know what are the things that separate land from not being created equal, and how can I then take on equal advantage of land so that I can create an equal wealth for myself? Now, if you understand this principle will change your life. I'm telling you for something. You need to listen to this before you buy your next land, before you submit to pay that initial deposit for that land. You need to listen to this video again and again, because this is going to help you to become something. and that you can literally and confidently say this land I'm buying can make me a lot of money. By the way, in the last 15 years, every land I buy is make me money. Why does it make me money? Because I follow what I'm about to share with you. And if you follow this same thing, it's going to change your fortune. Now, remember I said to you, the land is a fortune under your feet. Now, if a land is a fortune under your feet, you need to know how to take advantage of it. If you don't know how to take advantage of it, you will practically limit your opportunity to use land to create fortune for yourself. A couple of people have bought land in the past. It could be you too. And you say things like, "Oh, I bought that land, and I wish when they were selling the land to me, when the broker was selling the land to me, he told me the land's gonna make me money, but today the land did not make me money." The broker did not lie to you. It's just that the broker is not telling you the truth. It's the same. It's not the same thing. Someone may not lie to you. At the same time, the person may not be telling you the truth. What do I mean by that? That the broker did not lie to you, but the broker is not telling you the truth. Because the broker himself did not know the truth. So he can't tell you the truth he did not know. So literally, the broker is telling you something that he thought he or she knew. But this is it. Everyone that has ever created fortune from real estate, everyone that has never created fortune from buying land, understand that land are not created equal. That's number one. They understand that land are not created equal. And they also understand that you can't make money, fortune from land buying based on instinct. You can't make money buying based on instinct. You make money buying based on insight. Hello? Let me say that again to you. You don't make money with land buying based on instinct, buying based on insight. So what are the insights that you need to have? These insights are by design. These insights are more or less a formula. Now, so if you know how to use this insight, not instinct, you can create fortune in real estate. And today I'm going to take you on this journey. And I'm going to take you on this journey. This journey will help you. You need to share this video with your family. You need to like this video. You need to, chronicle or archive this video, as it were, and use this formula to help you every time you're about to buy land. So remember, lands are not created equal. Lands are not created equal. Why is the one man buy land somewhere and another one buys a land another place the same period of time, 7 years? One became a several hundreds of million richer, and the other one is still hoping that one day this thing is going to turn out well. What differentiates both of them? Why is it so? If land are created equal, then why is it that this other person did not make the same amount of money the other person is making? Why is it so? Now, land are not created equal, because if land are created equal, both of them will have succeeded equally. So if land are not created equal, what do you need to know? What insight do you need to have? Now, the mistakes that people make, let me tell you the mistake that people made, which I have also made before. The mistake that people made is, it is a fact that it's an error for them. They're literally trying to buy something that is not going to help them, is not going to help them, and that is literally creating a big problem. So they're buying based on instinct. Someone says to you, you have to buy this land. This land is good. This land will help you. This land is that. This land is there. But the truth is, it's not the same. It's not the same. So what do you need to do? What do you need to learn? What do you need to master? What are the things that literally change people's life? What are the things that people that create fortune from land have learned and have literally helped them? That is what I want you to pick today. It's called insight. The insight that changes people's life as it comes to buying of lands to make them rich. Pick this insight. So number one, land are not created equal. Number two, people that create fortune from land don't buy based on instinct, they buy based on insight. Insight. So what are these insights? What are the insight that changes people? What are the insight that people have that are creating secretly from you? What are the secret ingredients that people have mastered that has helped them to be able to create something massive for them? What are the insight? So this insight I want to share with you. At the moment you have this insight, everything is going to change. So let me start quickly by sharing something with you again. Some people will buy land and we call them possessor, and some people buy land, we call them investors. What's the difference between possessors and investors? Um, Possessors often buy land because they just want to buy land and ultimately, or maybe build a house on it and everything. But even if you want to buy a land to build a house on it to live in it, it is better and it's more profitable to buy the land and buy it as an investor and live in it rather than just buying it as a possessor. So there are difference between being an investor and being a possessor. What's the difference between a possessor and investor? Someone that buys land as an investor buy land for economic reasons. Economic reasons. What is the economic reason? The returns, the proceeds, what I can use this land for. What can this land do for me? What can this land achieve for me? What can this land help me to do with my life? What is the purpose of buying it? They ask fundamental questions. And I call them in our program, I call it REAP. REAP. What does that mean? Real Estate Acquisition Program. So you must have the program that can help you to be able to think like an investor. So a lot of people don't think like an investor, they think as a possessor. They just want to possess the land. My friend is buying it. They're buying for popularity contest, not prosperity program. So you don't need to buy land for popularity contest. You need to buy it for prosperity program. So you need to come from an understanding that number one, based on the inside, that is for economic reasons, not for emotional reasons. Land becomes something that is like a dumping ground for you if you are only buying for emotional reasons. Don't buy land for emotional reasons. Now, if you want to pick the place where you live, you often pick the place where you live emotionally, all right, which is not bad at all. But you see, if you want to buy land, you have to think of it economically. You have to think of it economically. You have to think of it from an economic standpoint. If you don't think of it from an economic standpoint, you may be putting yourself at risk. And that's what happened to a lot of people. You need to clarify your point. You need to clarify the reasons why you're buying something today. If you are buying, the first insight you need to have today is that you are buying for economic reasons, not emotional reasons. So stop being a possessor. So a lot of people buy land. They are buying the land for as a possessor, not as an investor. So what separates you from being a possessor and from being an investor? It is what I call the compel strategy. The compel strategy. I wrote an entire book called The Compel Strategy on how to buy land that will make you a lot of money. And this compel strategy works anywhere in the world. This compel strategy will work in Lagos, will work in Abuja, will work in Port Harcourt, will work in Ghana, will work in Botswana, will work anywhere. So I want to share with you today, based on the compel strategy, that is the formula on which the company in which I have the privilege to be the MD over in Nigeria is being run. We run a system of a formula. We buy land based on formula, the prosperity formula, the progress formula, and that formula is called compel strategy. Now, compel strategy is going to help you. Now, remember I told you that don't buy land based on instinct, buy land based on insight. The insight I meant is the compel formula insight. This insight is what's going to change your life today. Now, so you must have heard of people say things like, I don't know, I don't want to buy that land because the place is far from me. Now, most of the time, when you hear people say things like that land is far, it's because they are thinking often the time as a possessor rather, not as an investor. So when people say the place is far from me, the question I ask them is that the land that I'm buying is far from where? Now, people live in Nigeria and they buy an apartment in Dubai. Why is someone living in Nigeria is going to buy an apartment in Dubai? Why is somebody living in Nigeria going to buy a home in Gaborone in Botswana? Why is somebody living in Nigeria going to buy a house somewhere in Kumasi, Ghana? Why is someone living in Nigeria going to buy an apartment in Brit in South Africa? Why is it going to be so? If it is based on distance, not substance, they are not going to buy. So it's not about the distance, it's about the substance. So this is it. The first thing is you stop taking away, when it comes to buying an asset, when it comes to buying land, take away the cap of being a possessor and put on the cap of being an investor. So the first thing in that cap It's not about distance, it's about substance. So let's start from that understanding. Remember, I told you, don't think instant. Instinct as was what make a lot of people, and I can tell you, let me quickly come to town with the father that there are many brokers out there, there are many people out there trying to invoke land on you. But you see, they get money from the land. Some people buy, they sell the land to you, but you are not going to get any money from it. But I want to keep money from you after I've given money to you. So that's why I want to give you the formula. And if you can follow the formula, use it yourself anywhere. Put this thing on the table. A young guy one time is a medical doctor in Delta State. He contacted me that he wanted to sell his land that he bought somewhere, and because he was just tired of the land. By the way, he bought the land based on instinct, not insight, remember? And so when he contacted me, I asked him to buy the program, the Compel Strategy program, and then he bought the Compel Strategy program. And when he bought the Compel Strategy program, I think about 7 days, I haven't read the book Compel Strategy program. It sent me a very lengthy message. Guess what the message contained? It started thanking me and started being grateful to me. Why is it grateful to me? It was grateful because he suddenly saw opportunity that he never knew existed, because opportunity is like beauty, it's in the eyes of the beholder. So he saw it based on the insight that the book gives to him. Then he started seeing money in the city of, in Delta State, where he found himself at that time. Why? He was not using emotion, he was using economy sense, he was using math. He was able to put everything in the microscope of this understanding, and today this guy is far richer. No, though he was not in Lagos. I've seen people that have used that strategy in Ilorin. I've seen people use the strategy in Gaborone, in Botswana. I've seen people use this strategy in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. People all over the world, as I started using the formula I'm about to share with you, as they come under the umbrella of my coaching, they have applied these principles and it works all over the world. I can guarantee you, if you put this to test, it's going to change your life. So this is it. It's about insight, not about instinct. It's about economy, not about emotion. And this is it. What is a formula? What is an insight called Compel Strategy? So it begins with a C. What is a C? When you want to buy land, you need to come from an understanding of something that is very simple. What do you need to look forward to? The first thing is you think like an investor, not a possessor. See, putting on the cap of an investor is what changes everything for you. So you look at it and say, okay, what am I going to do? Everybody looks, not everybody sees. Seeing is a gift that gives your life a lift. I'll say that again. Everybody looks, not everybody sees. Seeing is a gift that gives your life a look. So the lift. So I want to give you a gift today of seeing, ability to see well. You're seeing determines you're doing, and you're doing determines you're having. If you can see well, you can do well. If you can do well, you can have it well. So how do you see land? When you look at a land, are you just seeing a distance or you're seeing a substance? Are you seeing an asset or you are just seeing a dump ground? Are you seeing water or you are seeing wine? It's all about insight. So the first insight is an insight of commerce. What does that mean? It means that when you want to buy a land, the entirety of the thing may not look totally for you, but put it on the map of commerce. Put it on the map of enterprise. Put it on the map of the first thing you need to ask is, what is this area all about? Now, the value, if within the proximity of what you are picking up an asset from, there is commerce, a lot of commerce. People are moving to commerce and this access, there is a tendency for fortune for you. If you know how to take advantage of that. Not only Bejuleki, I bought my first set of land in the Bejuleki about 10 years ago because I applied the formula called Compel. Now, why did I do that? Because I understood the process. I understood that this pattern is a formula. Now, people make money buying properties from WIP Africa, for instance. The company we work with is because it's based on the formula. We don't buy land based on instinct. We buy land based on formula. And wherever you are in the world, or wherever is selling a property to you or an asset to you, just buy based on this formula. If you buy based on this formula, or if you also sell based on this formula, you are going to make whoever buys from you richer. And because they are richer, They will feel better buying more from you next time. So the first rule, the first insight is the insight of commerce. So what is commerce? Commerce is trade. Commerce is enterprise. Commerce is their businesses going all around the place. Commerce, 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 commerce. Always put your eyes down. How many markets? How many markets is connected to the place? How many people are connected to the place? Now you need to think of commerce. Fundamentally, think of commerce. So don't think based on emotion. Think on this economy, the commerce. So you want to buy a land. Somebody said you should come and buy a land in a place. Let me tell you, to some people, the growth in an environment is like a surprise. You see, creating wealth in real estate should not be a surprise, it should be a math. In other words, if you want to create money, it shouldn't be that, wow, my the land I bought for 2 million is now 8 million. You are now surprised. You are now saying things, I wish I could, I wish I bought more than that. I don't want you to begin to wish anymore. I want you to begin to know right now. And that's why the first insight is the insight of commerce. A lady that I coached the other time was having an issue with a client to buy land somewhere in the Bejuleki axis of Lagos, and I asked her to take the program and give it to the man to read. When the man read the program, the compel strategy, guess what happened? He called the lady and said, Tosin, you know what? I think I want to buy 2 plots of the land. The lady was surprised, but it was not a surprise. The man was just suddenly see. He eyes suddenly opened. He suddenly realized that creating wealth it's not magic, but it could be magical because a mathematical certainty. There is a certainty in it that if you follow the formula, you can create wealth. In mainland of Lagos, in the island of Lagos, or wherever you live in Nigeria, compel strategy works. So the first rule is commerce. The second insight is migration. Come on, man. Come on, listen to me now. Migration. What does that mean? Where are people moving to? Where are people moving to? Where are they going to? Listen very well. Let me tell you, people are moving to a place. People are moving to a place. So I want to give you an instance. So we have this is a very this is a confined information, but let me just give you. So Lagos State government are able to want to NUC, that means Nigeria University Commission, are able to have 2 licenses to turn a college of education into a university. So government of Lagos were able to turn Michael Otedola College of Education somewhere in the art of internal part of Ekpe, and they turn it now into a university that sometime in September is going to start happening. What happened there? There are going to be other things that are going to go on there. There's going to be other things that's going to go on there. So the same thing that did in the other side of Lagos, very close to Lagos State University, the government somewhere in the Janiki, a government of Lagos, guess what they did again? Turning Adeniran Ogunsoya into University of Education. Now, one is going to be technology, the other one is going to be education. So the same university is going to commence operation fully in September. So as students get back to that place, there's going to be migration. There's going to be a lot of migration. So I ask people, now someone says, "Oh, your company has an estate called Rich Island Classic in somewhere in the Janiki, in one of the most private and secured environment within that axis because of where the estate is situated." Guess what happened? These things are what change your life. You look at commerce. It's close to business. It's close to trade. It's close to an amazing environment. Someone want to ask me, why is a plot of land quite expensive in Agbara Industrial Estate? 15, 20, 25, 30 million, depending on who's selling a plot of land to you. It's because of the insight of the compare strategy. You see, it's not about the distance, it's about the substance. It's not about the distance, it's about the substance. So get a substance and you will change your life. I say, let me tell you, I bring truth to you all the time to change your life so that you can apply it anywhere that you go. But remember what I've told you. I've told you about the inside of commerce, and I've told you about the inside of migration. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Listen, because this is your time to change your life. I'll be right back. This is Tony Cash.
Tade Cash. Tade Cash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. He's the co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden assets that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He's the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He's the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Cash.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show today. I hope you're picking up something from what I'm putting down to you. What I'm giving to you is to help you to change your life. You see, let me tell you, you can make a lot of money from buying lands. You can fund the future of your children by buying land. You can create a financial fortress by buying land. Land is not, you see, there is no more production of land, but land is still producing more fortune for people. Land is no more produced, but land is still producing more for people. And like I told you when I started, that you see, it's not all about land are not created equal. What separates people? The unequal advantage, the unfair advantage of land is how you buy them, the formula that you use. So you see, the formula may not be popular, but it's going to make you rich. So everyone that I've ever tested this formula become richer, including myself. So I'm simply telling you today, I'm giving you a secret, the unspoken secret, what many people will never want you to know about land buying. So when you see people that have created fortune from real estate, they have used this formula that I've told you all over the world. I've tested it in more than 3 to 4 countries. And I'm telling you, this is a formula that works all the time. I buy land based on this. I sell, I only help my investors to buy land based on this formula. So because the focus of my life is about freedom lifestyle. If people are going to have freedom, they have to have a system that can make that possible. So if you don't have a system, if you're only working based on, on instinct, you can go extinct. So I don't want you to go extinct. I want you to go into a bigger life and all of that. So remember the first thing I shared with you today, inside of commerce. The second thing is an inside of migration. So where are people migrating to? Where are people going to? Where are people going to? Where are they going? Let me tell you, the moment you understand where they are going, it will change everything for you. Where are they going? Then the next thing is population. What is the population? You see, migration will affect population. So if more people are coming to an area, you need to be mindful of where people are going to and where people are moving away from. A lot of people, the reason why it seems the property that will have made money from is not making them money is because of this singular thing. People are moving away. One of the fundamental thing about what will determine what makes you money, I'm going to share with you in this insight today. But inside of population, demography is one of the biggest tools of creating wealth in real estate. Where are people going? Who is going there? Now, I just told you about a particular location. Let me give you an instance. There is a place in Lagos, very close to University of Lagos, Nigeria, and that place, the area does not look very, very amazing. But you see, because the proximity of it to university make apartment and rentals will be quite expensive there. And it becomes a community. And so people build houses in that place and they make a lot of money. They buy land in that place. Land are quite expensive there now. But there was a time when the land are quite cheap. But for people that understood the formula, they're able to acquire the land and today they are cashing out a lot of money. It's not magic, but it can make your life magical. Now, When's the best time to buy land? The best time to buy land is now. But this is what happened. How are you buying it? Are you buying it based on instinct? Are you buying it based on impulse? Or you're buying it based on formula? The formula that guides your buying determines whether you can use the asset you have bought to buy yourself a future. And you see, land ads can help you to buy your future. You can use the proceeds of what you have acquired to get a future for yourself, but you have to follow a formula. So the inside of population, where are the people moving to? It's a question of demand and supply. If more people move into an area, guess what happened to the property in the area? Increase. Increase. So let me quickly give it now. There is a place called Dangote Refinery, and a lot of people have used that place to sell land. A lot of people have used it to cash out a lot of money. But the truth is, let me give you an instance. In that axis of Lagos, one thing is going to happen because there is an insight of migration. There is a lot of industries that are now set up in that place. If put everything together, everything being equal, something is going to happen. A lot of people goes there. That means population is increasing. No, so because land is not increasing, the moment population is increasing, then what happened to the value of the land? It will increase. You see, land does not have value on its own. Now, let me tell you this that will shock you. This is one of the insights that changed my life. Land does not have value on its own. It is people that gives it value. Land does not have value on its own. It's people that give it value. Land does not have value on its own. It's people that give it value. So land does not have value. People gives it value. You need to write that down. You need to treat that. Land does not have value on its own. It's people that give it value. And that brings it to the inside of population. The more people goes into an area, the quality of people in an area determines the value they place on the land in that area. So the value, the ultimate value of every asset is not the asset. The ultimate value of every asset is the people. In other words, the people place value on asset. Asset, land includes value on its own. Many times when we talk about the value of a land, as if the land has value on its own, there is no intrinsic value in land. The value in land, value human brings to it. Now, this is why this formula works because the moment you understand this, it's going to help you to be able to create a better life for yourself. So, what's population? Population is about people, 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 people. Begin to watch where people are going. Where are they going to? Where are they living? And where are they moving to? For migration, we affect people. So in the compel strategy system, you need to look at it. Where are the commerce? Where is the migration? Where is so somebody takes you to a place to buy this far. Now the question is it far from commerce? Nowhere is far that is close to commerce. It may not be far, it may be far from your house, but it's not about your possession, it's about your wealth accumulation. So real estate is not for your possession, it's for your wealth accumulation. So when you say it's far, it could be for lack of insight because is it far from commerce? Is it far from people migrating to the environment? Is it far from the population of people that are not doing things in the place? Now look at it this way again. The next insight is insight of employment. And that's where I'm going to stop today. Let me tell you, that's where I'm going to stop today. The insight of employment. One of the biggest tools that determine the value of real estate is employment. People love to live closer to where they work. Now, Victoria Island become more expensive because of the commerce that's situated in the place. So you look at it, there are many centers of where there are commerce in Nigeria. Alaba International, you have university within that axis, all those zones, all those in Lagos Island, expensive because of commerce, Balogun Market, in Port Harcourt, look at where there are commerce, where there are university, where there are, where there are all of these things put together, where are people moving to, inside of employment, where is the employment going to, where are the factories getting open, where are the businesses open up to, where are people moving into. Now, let me tell you, in compare strategy, we have a formula for city. We have an acronym for city. What is city? City is a community with city stands for community, interest, transaction, and you. In other words, that means that is an acronym for a city. City stands for community interest transaction on you. That means wherever there is community of we, not just me, where there are people have interest lying on there, wherever transaction is occurring, or there can be transportation in and out, and you too, that means you is a you in the city. That means the moment all of these things are put together, the insight of employment. Now look at it. Look at it. Commerce, the inside of commerce, the inside of migration, the insight of population, the insight of employment, the insight of last one, take it, inside of lifestyle. Now that's why you see some property. For instance, we have why properties will be expensive in Banana Island, Victoria Island, and Magodo Phase 2, and all of that is not necessarily just because of the land. It's what we call the inside of lifestyle, the taste of the people. And remember, these people that bring value to land. Land does not have value on its own. All right. So people bring value to land. So if the value of the people, you see, I will buy a dilapidated land in a sophisticated environment than buying a sophisticated land in a dilapidated environment. You know why? Because that's a function of lifestyle. Lifestyle is one of the magic that produces fortune in real estate. Is that the formula is simple, but we can go deeper into it. But this is that if you want to buy land, if you need help on these things, you can always contact us. You can always show us. Let me show you how to apply these things. There are three. Let me round up today with a very fundamental principles. Remember what I've shared with you: the inside of commerce, the inside of what? Migration, the inside of population, the inside of employment, and the inside of lifestyle. This is real. This is a formula that will make you rich in real estate. The moment you can put this thing on the table, it's a mathematical certainty. It works all the time. That is unspoken secret that I use to buy real estate. That's what I buy real estate for, and it has made me money. I remember many years ago, I bought the land in a place that people said, "Oh, Tari, what are you buying?" But that was my early days of practicing the compel strategy. And within the space of 8 months, this land was making me a return, practical, not audio return, of about 150%. Why? Because the formula is not fair, it's exact. It produces all the time. It has no emotion. It is absolute math and economics. And if the moment you can apply it, it will change your life. The inside of commerce, the inside of migration, the inside of population, the inside of employment, the inside of lifestyle. You don't even need to have lifestyle to create fortune in real estate. So there are places where you're thinking right now, this place is far. But don't think whether it's far anymore, but rather ask yourself, far from where? Don't buy it if it is far from commerce. Don't buy the land if it is far from migration. Don't buy it if it is far from population. Don't buy it if it is far from employment. But if it's not far from those things, though it's far from where you live. Because you see, the essence of investing in land is not to determine where you live, it's to help you to fund your living. It's to help you to create an asset that can leave a legacy for the next generation. And this is what most people don't think about. So they end up being a possessor, not an investor. I want to help you to switch from being a possessor to being an investor. You see, it is only by investing that you get rich, not by possessing. So I want to let you know that this formula changes everything. And before we say good night today, we'll go on a short break and we'll be back to turn it up. right, guys, thank you very much. I believe you have been enjoying the show with me, just like I'm enjoying myself right here in the studio. Oh, ooh, ah. All right. So today's Sunday evening, I will be sharing with you the thing what you need to know for you to get rich with lands. And I hope this section has been a blessing to you, and it can literally change your world if you follow what I've shared. But there are things like when it comes to investing, thinking like an investor, you must come from the four paradigms. The first paradigm is the paradigm of your philosophy. The second is the paradigm of your purpose. The third is the paradigm of your plan. And the fourth one, it will shock you, is then the paradigm of the property you want to buy. A lot of people only thinks about the property alone. They never thinks about the philosophy that governs them. Now, these are the four questions. These are the questions, two questions that you need to ask yourself if you want to be able to create fortune from your real estate. I need to give it to you today so that we can have something else to talk about next week. The first thing is about the philosophy. What is the first question? What do I want out of the land? If you're buying the land, you need to ask this first question. What do I want out of this land? The second question is, what do I want this land to do for me? You need to ask that question. It's very important. It's about the dimension, the philosophy, the perception that you need to have about this thing. So let's move ahead. Then the question of purpose. What is my aim for having it? What is your aim for having the land you want to buy? Listen to me. Listen to me. No land is expensive. No land is too far. It depends on your aim. What is my aim? The question, next question is, am I clear about it? Are you clear about your aim? Most people don't. Then the third one is a question on plan. What is my plan? And how can this land, this property, help me to achieve it? What's my plan and how can this land help me to achieve it? Now, you need to ask this question because these are the things I haven't gotten the formula, haven't gotten the compelling insights. Then you need to ask this question that I've just listed on. Then that is when you will now begin to see. You see, the product, the land has to be seen as a product that can help you to achieve your philosophy, your plan, your purpose. That is why the land is there. The land is a product to help you achieve your plan, your purpose, and the philosophy that you have. Now, the reason why your people treat land as an instinct, not an with this insight, is because they just buy the land. But if you know the essence, you will realize that some land that you thought is far away is not far from your plan. It's not far from your purpose. It's going to help you to achieve it. If it will help you to achieve it and the land is safe, the land has no issue on it, then you can buy. But before you talk about the other thing, you need to know if this thing can help you to achieve your purpose. I've been able to share this secret with you. This is an unspoken secret. These are the reason why today you can wake up and you know that you can get rich for sure using real estate. I've just shown you how to get rich for sure using real estate. What I want you to do for me today, share this video, like this video, and this is a compare program. And if you need more of this program, if you want this program to help you more, you can just, you can try to get back to us. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube at Tade Cash, because this is going to help you to literally change your life. So guys, I'm going to see you next week, God's willing. But before then, I need you to keep up. In case you have not read any of my book, you can as well order for the Compare Strategy today. The Compare Strategy has more detailing of what I've just shared with you. You can order for the Compare Strategy with the number on the screen. You can order for the Compare Strategy. It's a program that shows you how to buy properties anywhere in the world that will make you rich. And that is very important. And if you want to also buy property that will make you rich and you're confused, also dial the number, also call the number or send an SMS on that number. We will get back to you to help you to make a right decision. Because you see, often the time, good people make a wrong decision with a good intention. Often the time, good people make a wrong decision, bad decision with a good intention. Don't be the good people that make a wrong decision with a good intention. By learning today the formula that can make you rich for sure in buying land. You can get rich in Lagos, in Abuja, in Ijebu, or in Ogun State, in Port Harcourt, in Delta State. You can get rich buying land, but you need to do it with a formula. This formula is what I've shared with you today, and this would literally help you to get things done. All right, so this is important. Go do it. Like this video, share this video for me today. That's what I'm requesting of you, and let's get more people to create fortune. Let me tell you, with land properly and intelligently acquired, you can create a faster future for yourself, because wealth needs speed, and you can get it with the system today. Until I see you again, my name is Tade Cash. Peace, love, and cash flow. Bye for now.